Danganronpa.
Hello everyone, Draco here. Back again, once again. We're going to be doing the 4th class trial today. On who killed Mecha... I forget his name. Oh. Bad. So let's continue. Yep. I wonder whether the trial room's gonna look like... No. And it looks amazing.
Well now.
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground, but it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. Let's do it. We don't have any new skills, so... Can't do. Not many people left in this game. Yeah, so I'd like to save. We should be fine. We have all the skills I can equip.
Now then, during the I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With looks like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Huh?
I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Right back.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be such a much a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer. What was the hammer then?
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the
No.
hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
Yep, because it was a new hammer. If he did, it would
No,
have like oil
I can't
splatters
accept
on
that
it.
that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Nah.
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
It would still have
Then
some
why
sort
bother
of
putting in
damage
the
on it.
oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then
Yes,
what was the
indeed it
real
was.
weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle?
The pillar?
If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The
I
broken
see.
pillar.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if
No.
you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah. Can I tell you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Couldn't
that
even
pillar
move it.
was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach
Nekomaru.
Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I mean,
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
but it does bother me a little. That word suicide. Yeah, it's referencing to the fourth murder in Trigger Happy Out when him and Nagito were talking about it. The kills.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Oh. What's the argument?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Someone used the
Considering
hammer to
pillar's
break the
weight,
pillar.
It probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Yeah. The killer murder took over the...
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar? They aimed right for his head.
Even I could considering the pillars, it probably exerted a ton of
Ah.
Sonia! I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift that.
If the pillar was not beating him with it is
What about tipping the pillar? They aimed right for his head.
Even I could probably tip it over.
considering the
No!
Damn it!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not beating him with it is beyond.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's
I
wrong.
knew it was one of them. I knew that had to be the bullet we had to use.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
Yeah. But they were like
Pillar fragments were
underneath him
scattered
instead.
beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way
Huh?
to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
You break with the
I
hammer.
shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking
Yeah.
like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
No.
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Oh.
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen
Huh?
it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon. since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
What is going on here?
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still
Hey,
don't
Nagito.
realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
Uh-oh.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so...
Faux show!
Okay.
I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Faux show! The two houses connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. We did? Wait, Hajime! Yeah, include me in here!
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time I didn't think the two towers are the same building, but if that's the case, there's something it wouldn't explain.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
What is this? Apparently if I saw Nekomaru walking, that's not gonna be it. I think it
Is
is.
that really it?
Wall clock. The alarm of... That wouldn't have had anything to do with it. Regardless of whether you...
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Yes, I'm live again. I've got to get this trial out the way.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape are actually...
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, I'm gonna get this trial out the way. This is the 4th trial. I don't have long of this game left. I think I'll have this game done probably tomorrow.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Uh-huh.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed
No,
the
'cause it went
exact
180
same
degrees.
place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh!
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower?
No.
But we should have all been together during that time. even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Sonia, I did not think we'd be fighting.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by... I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the
Hey,
pillar in
man.
such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Oops.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Oh dear lord. There's definitely a whole
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Crap!
It seems you
I'm
have
an idiot.
forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
What?
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten.
It's gonna be the oil.
Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have
The
forgotten.
oil.
Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the...
Allow me to cut through those words! Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
Yep.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Hey, it's okay.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
No, wait a minute. Maybe the room rotates. So you press it so that the floor it will rotate.
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
I think the room rotates.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
What? Determined? It's done with the traitor. So, why did Nagi just say that all of a sudden? Did something
How do
happen
we
to him?
know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Mikan's ex is different. He performed the appropriate action. The action that Nagita did, I seem to recall hearing.
I
The
see.
life-threatening game.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window,
And what was it?
I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep,
Oh? Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital
See?
camera from his inner
this
pocket.
is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that
Then
shouldn't make
let's
sense in this
begin.
picture.
Shall I call it thinking time?
Why does it make sense in this photo? The trees!
Here!
The trees!
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from
No.
higher up.
Yeah, yeah.
I see. And is that it?
Well, I mean, considering the Monokuma rock thing just busted through the door, the floor, then I'd assume so. Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. We did there.
Crap! Here!
Ah.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Yeah.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
No.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Hello, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Look that I showed up. You showed up. How did you even come here? Maybe I
You're referring to
teleported.
when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
The floor hatch?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Oh, okay. Logic dive. Oh, yeah, I like this. If you don't know, this is my new favorite game mode in the logic, in the trials. Alright. I forgot to jump again. I pressed Y! I love this game mode so much. Do Strawberry House both exist? Well, they exist. Obviously, they both exist. Oi. Are the same building. Almost went to different buildings, but it wouldn't make any sense for them to be in different buildings. How are horizontal, vertically? Horizontally? I'm very bad when it comes to, like, I'm always getting these two mixed up. There we
It's all
go.
coming together. Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go?
Yeah.
There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building,
Yeah.
different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually
No.
one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House located? It should be above.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred
Yeah.
to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
Oh.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
Well, no, because it's still located inside the
In order
funhouse,
to
so they wouldn't be
conceal
two
the
different
unique
buildings.
design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right!
Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
Right.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Right.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers. Was actually a dummy.
Huh.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Nah, it's not. A dummy Nekomaru body. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But something like that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
I wanna cry.
I'm gonna
Solve this mystery. And hurry up. One of the bodies was actually a duck.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Damn it.
Okay.
I'm gonna solve this
Mystery in a. And hurry up. One of the bodies was actually a duck.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy.
You're magnificent!
No fair. You told. So which one? Shut up. Just.
pick one of them!
I'm gonna solve this. And hurry up.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Well, it's not the Monokuma file.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of.
Was actually a dummy!
I'm gonna die.
Damn it.
I'm gonna
Gonna solve this mystery. And hurry up. One of the bodies was actually a duck.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Damn it.
Oh.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one.
Was actually a dummy!
These, sometimes I'm dead.
We will never give up!
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up. One of the bodies was actually a duck.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Damn it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up!
Dumbass. One of the bodies in one of the.
Was actually a dummy!
What the f-
Damn it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up!
Dumbass. One of the bodies in.
Was actually a dummy!
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
And hurry up! One of the bodies in one of
Was actually a dummy.
Sorry everyone, but these sometimes they just do the most
hurry up!
One of the bodies
confusing
in one of
lines
the was
ever.
actually a dummy. I'm gonna solve this mystery.
And hurry up! One of the bodies in
Was actually a.
No, that's wrong.
What?
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Remember, when we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? We thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the bot. Yeah, okay.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building? Remember when we
Oh, was
entered
it
the
that?
funhouse from one side? How we couldn't enter it from the other? That device is just like that. If you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other.
A device that transfers things to different floors in the same building. What's this? Oh no! Hangman's Gambit. Oh, I hate this. Elevator? It's elevator. Elevator. Okay, yeah. There we go.
I got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself.
Yeah.
Inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were
Yep.
basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Yeah.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Uh-huh.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Is it the crime? The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. Uh-huh. The one thing that y'all have in common.
Damn it!
Yeah. Well, yeah, the pillars didn't change.
Damn it!
I'm gonna like, bro, they read.
I see.
How was that the answer? Oh, I'm
Is it
not gonna.
safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Oh, everything changes.
damn it! I see.
Oh yeah, I said this from the beginning.
That's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only... That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Yeah.
And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
so we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
I
did
don't
not
get
skip
it.
the dialogue.
But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that,
Yeah.
mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yeah.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
Right.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Oh, yeah.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
I don't
Would it
believe
really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Huh? Okay, what does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator yeah. How can I break through this contradiction?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
So Gundam and Sonya have matching armies. It sounds like it makes sense, but there's a flaw in the army. Someone's like,
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
yeah.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on.
Yeah.
Use the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks
That-
to that, the tower we saw
whoa.
on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start
Yeah.
talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
I love when he just went, oh my. No, Tim.
Let's see. If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The Grape House is 6-sided and Strawberry House is 4-sided. Neither of them are 8-sided. Huh?
Crap! Crap! Crap!
I'm gonna die. Dead.
We will never give up!
Let's come on.
Crap! Crap! Crap!
I didn't mean to do that.
Crap! Crap! Crap!
I pressed everywhere.
Crap! 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 Here!
What? Oh, what?
You're
Go in.
talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Yeah.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
You know
Like
what? That
me,
makes a lot
the
more
killer
sense.
probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The Funhouse is the true entity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Halftime.
Hiya!
Yes.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Don't worry, I haven't. I've saved like every point I can.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really
Yeah.
alright to accept a situation?
I mean,
Yes.
that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
I
Is it
really
really
like
okay to
Nekomaru.
believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard
Yeah.
who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly
Yeah.
sacrificing others for one's own.
I see.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were
I'd be like
drooling
you,
waterfall?
Akane. Nagito as usual, I can't tell what it's thinking. I have no idea if it's serious or
if the
not.
killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
If, huh? He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized?
Crap!
I'm gonna die again. Dead battery?
Crap!
Dead, everyone. Third death.
We will never give up!
It's not gonna be.
I see!
Okay, falling then.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower.
You break the door handle and open the door
Push
that
him
way.
off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn and...
But my
Okay.
gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I'm going to need to solve that mystery first.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
I should just listen.
When the elevator is on, you can't go through the door in the.
It'd be impossible to.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
When the elevator is on, you can't go through the door in the.
It'd be impossible to.
Then, how after locking Mekam, they moved the elevator and made use of the.
Hold on. Did you? As long as there's a moving.
The other door won't open, which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I didn't know it was required to make the victim die from falling. In order to create that difference, Nekomaru was locked inside the tower and moved from the first.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door
On the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
When the elevator is on, you can't go through the door in the.
It'd be impossible to.
Then, how after locking Mekam,
They moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget?
As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong!
I need to think better. I need to think more properly.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's
Yeah.
goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
I wait to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. She seems to have an idea, but what way could that be?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That
Did it?
could have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Oh.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
Yeah.
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
Oh.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Oh.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
You gotta
If
go.
he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off.
It's possible that he...
What?
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Crap!
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh, I hate
Crap.
this.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru
should have still been in sleep.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could. Now's the. But in that case, you still won't be able to. Moving the elevator with Neko is just impossible. End of story.
How to figure out how to kill.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What?
none of them are
Nekomaru
cotton.
fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the. But in that case, you still won't be able to. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
Allow me to cut through those
Yeah.
words! What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an
'Cause of
alarm
the
inside his
alarm.
body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, In order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... in that case, I should use my full power. Oh. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a...
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy. He gets off on this!
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I could think of that happened to him was... he collided with the pillar, yeah.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point...
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Honestly, I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after the other, but I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a code to breaking for this contradiction.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering.
No.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru.
No, that's
No.
wrong! No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? If I overlooked something, maybe we're misunderstanding something. Which clock was messed up? How was it messed with? And why didn't we realize it? If I focus, think, and I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Yay! We're going back in. Oh, I love this game mode so much. Such an awesome game mode. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building when the murder happened, who the killer is. It's either this or the blue answer. Ah! Bam. Bam, bam. Which clock was tampered with? The building must be the building's clock. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. Oh my god. I got a perfect once in this game mode.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Dude, that is the main problem. How much is the time off after the killer messed with the clocks? If there's something that could be used as a standard for measuring time, that should be the clue. Alright, I need to find that. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Hajime, sorry to say this, but I don't think we're getting it in one go. I don't...
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
I heard a woman noise at 5:30 a.m. 5:30.
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at
Yeah.
the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You
Neither
probably
did
didn't hear it 'cause
Nagito.
you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Yeah. If that rhyme sound we heard it was at 5:30 AM, it's likely the answer to how much time? 2 hours.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious, so they can lure out just Nekomaru. If you messed with the
Lure on
clocks
it.
and used
Yeah.
a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing, I mean, only Nekomaru would have known what time it actually was. If so, the specific... So, I went with that because it was stupid.
I see!
Yeah, oh,
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 AM for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 AM. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 AM. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early.
Oh.
He didn't even ask you yet.
Oh.
You said everyone. You were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, geez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before
yeah.
that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? I really wouldn't run the whole table.
Crap!
Nagito?
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you
Yeah,
don't hurry up and
Nagito.
answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Because he was
Not
still in the
only
game.
did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He could.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonya, and Chiaki. This curious what these three have in common. Could it have something to do with the guest rooms they were staying in? If that's the case, then I might be able to figure out what they have in common. Ah, no! Deluxe room? Yep. No. Deluxe room. Wow, cool. Deluxe room. There we go. Bro, oh jeez.
I got it!
I'm getting a C rank by the way, because I've died in this like 3 times, so yeah. Just might as well point that out.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The 3 of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
They wouldn't have heard it because they're in the deluxe room. Yeah. Soundproof.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
I feel like I understand what Nagito means. If I think about creatures that are guest room, the person's actions are clearly strange because
You're the only one!
yep. Gundam.
There's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the...
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot
Nagito
about
was staying
that.
in a deluxe room in the same house
'Cause he got
on the same
second.
floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Huh? Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru
Right.
heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that,
Yep.
the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Oh my goodness.
I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, okay, yeah.
You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Yep.
Gundam? Please, Please say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your
Shut
argument?
up.
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too
Yeah.
perfect?
Gundam, I'm
Yet,
sorry to say
I'm
it,
being
friend.
suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Hmm?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
Yep.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see.
You have
The contact
hamsters.
elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it for these reasons. It's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption.
Are you serious?
Hamsters.
And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction. That can't be overcome. It's hamsters! Or broken doorknob.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
A contradiction is when something is wrong. There's no contradiction I can't shoot through. If my power isn't enough, I need to bar everyone's power so I can shoot through Gundam's contradiction.
Was the only means of travel between the two. As long as that elevator was, your assumption collapsing.
Plus,
The elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to...
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the follow.
it would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a
Oh, you
secret
can't take
passageway.
them.
How much longer do you
Plan to lecture.
Why don't we stop this already?
That elevator, the only
Only means of travel between the two.
No, that's wrong.
That's the first time I've ever got one that's right.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Oh, Nagito. Yo.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no
You have
way they didn't know.
hamsters.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry!
Okay, buddy.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
I will never lose this again!
I already proved the secret passage
Exists. The secret passage was.
Know the limits of your own You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Oh!
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood...
Allow me to cut through those words! The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what do you...
First of all, by the elevator, thanks to that, well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan,
We
they
could
wouldn't
just
have been
skip
able
it.
to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
And you know what? Out of all the people, he was one of those characters I didn't think he would
I don't
kill.
understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot! It's
Oh well, it's time to
obvious
finish.
Are you saying...
You're... However,
Okay,
Not easy to...
It's even
That...
okay, time to finish him. Time to finish you off. Absolute goober.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesized! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesized! Show me the cadaver! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesized! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesized! For the Tanaka Empire! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you!
No.
For the Tanaka Empire! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really
The
think
four
I can
Dark
get
Divas.
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Oh yeah.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wall. Hey,
Yeah.
with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine!
Yeah.
Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as the pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
What? But Nagito already did it. Oh, whoa. Oh.
Here's everything that
There
happened
you
in
go.
this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there.
Yep.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of... When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Yep.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
That was such a weird picture of him.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that!
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Oh. D rank. Oh dear lord. G rank. How do I tell that girl still got a B?
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the... Who will be Please? Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Now then. Jeez.
Fall.
I just want to see the punishment.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the warlock. Go
I just want to see the punishment. I don't really care what these guys have to say for this stuff. It's punishment time. Oh, whoa. Huh? Yeah. What the Gundam? No. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? And what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that. Damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something. You all spent so much time worrying about each other. Thanks to that, things end up like this. You're all full of crap. Every last one of you. The biggest piece of crap is me. Why am I so weak? It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best. This time round, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends.
You are right.
If not, Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he'll be. He didn't go to hell. I'll be like, you're right. You're right. You shouldn't just stand here. And it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand here. Stand up and walk and move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over the Jabberwock. However, this killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel rest. Let's hurry back and eat some food. Hold on a sec, that mid shift is
like
too
that.
damn fast. You know, it's like Gundam and Nekomura said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. Seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
And let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want. And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming up before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy, and before everyone else too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appeared!
now then.
Who summoned me?
What's this?
Thanks for coming. Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too? What's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you'll find out who the traitor is. You know me well. It's what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even you don't know. Huh, let's take the final showdown and it's gonna take a little more time. So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. What about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received, but isn't that weird?
You don't even know?
There's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope Peak Academy, right? That's right, I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
Hey.
I wonder. Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right? That's not my point. My point is you already know who the traitor is.
You're
What's wrong
getting
with
all
that?
riled up.
You're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I knew who it was, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Bonamy after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh? Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know.
Hey.
Cooperation? Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see, interesting, very interesting. Obviously, that's a big no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. I knew you'd say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later. Just as I thought you're right for me. No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladder such as myself and despair exist. You're right, you're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this. Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Don't know.
Huh? When you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island? Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on the island, wouldn't that be exciting? The end of chapter 4.
Danganronpa.
After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there was at the beginning. Get it together? Did you hear something? It's nowhere.
Huh?
What
What's
are you talking
up?
about? He's no longer.
I'll beat you
Hey,
up.
what are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap at you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone. Oh, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant. Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something very important.
All right.
It took me all night to make it. Is that a Nakamura doll?
I'm Minimaru.
Minimaru? Took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Thanks.
So cute things, I'll keep it. I ain't anything but giving it away. Don't be stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right? Hey, no, that's a blue logic. Oh, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. As long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nicomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're going to prevent something like that from ever happening again, I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away. I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I'll never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me. Miss Sonia, what did you think of my little pep talk? Did you say something? I was up all night memorizing that speech. And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
Minimaru.
Man.
I'm only half as
That's
happy to
right.
be thanked by you. Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
Of course.
That's amazing. You made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time. But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the Clash trial. He's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know. And that's even more reason we should avoid him. Even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Agato's sudden change was very weird. I wonder, did he figure out something that you were not aware of? Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? You know, what Nagito said during the trial?
Hey, bastard.
What did he mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never a part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve corps student from the reserve department. Reserve department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that all? Right, that's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. It's not something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope together because I had talent all along, but shit. My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself, and I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some freaking backup student.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department. She's right, no matter what, you are a friend. You know, there is a saying in Japan. Fear is grateful for the danger. The hell? You're saying that all wrong. Oh, everyone was here. What happened to you? It was a real close battle. Oh, I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong things. It doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes. That's weird. Maybe you can't see me. What the heck? You're covered in blood. You saw me? That's right. The mana beast this time was very strong. Get out of here. I'm being treated like Phil. Why don't you clean the blood off? We're trying to eat. I'm ashamed of myself. Let me to report to you all once again. After our fierce battle that has never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mono Beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction. It's like I'm trying to buy tons of shabu shabu from all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna stay stuff like it's not like we can get off this island. Why bother going to the new island? It's true that I don't really expect much. Well, who said we're gonna go? We weren't gonna go. Obviously, we're gonna go down there. Huh? Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake. Because if we can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush anyone who put us through this crap in one blow. But fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know. Why you? Did you forget what you said earlier? I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
Settle down.
If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil. I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to the new island.
That's...
Hey, me? You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know.
Leave it to me.
You're right. Now I gotta do my best too. As I left the restaurant, the expressions on her face were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with a strong will and determination. On with that, we began walking towards the last island. But the cause of my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserved apartment, and that filled me with this strange uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Fine. Smile at hope in the name of despair. And that is where we're gonna end it. End today's episode.
Danganronpa.
Thank you all for watching this live. I know it's a very long one, but these are just trials. The trials, that was an alright trial, but I definitely did struggle a lot. But that's just how this game is. So yeah, I shall see you all in the next live where we go and do chapter 5 of the game. Bye bye.